Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please make sure to subscribe. So in this video we are going to see the easy path for Act 7.2.1, and I am using some boost so that we can quickly finish the path very easily. And also there were some expiring rewards, so that's why I collected some boost and used in this fight. So the first fight is against the Venom. So here you can use any villain champion because only villain champion gets power, and the another node is the power shield. So you can use that power to deal big SP damage, special attack damage. But I'm using Doctor Doom here because I recently ranked up my 6-star Doctor Doom to the rank 3, and I wanted to test his damage a little bit, but unfortunately Venom was very stubborn to throw his special attack, so I went for the SP3 and decided to do a Doom cycle here. But you can use any other villain champion who is having very good descent or very good damage output on their special attacks. So you can use any villain champion here. Okay, so the next fight is against the Ghost, and this fight is also a same fight, but you should remember that she purifies her debuff and she gets Fury. So if you are using any villain champion who does a lot of debuff damage and she purifies that, so stay away from her special attacks, otherwise you will be dead because her special attacks are very powerful, and when she gets Fury by purifying the debuffs, she gets more dangerous with her special attack. So careful of that only, otherwise this fight is very simple, even more simple than the Venom. Okay, so the next fight is against the Unstoppable Colossus. The only problem is the Unstoppable buff because it stretches the fight length a little bit. I was trying to use as much as stagger possible, but his armor up was consuming the stagger debuff also. So that's why he was triggering a lot of Unstoppable. Initially, I thought to go for the Doom cycle, but then I realized that it will take a lot time, so I decided to stick with the SP2. But that Unstoppable made a little bit fight lengthy. Otherwise, this fight is also very simple. He's not like a Colossus, the original Colossus. He's not immune to like incinerate or force spam. So you can use any villain champion who will do a lot of debuff damage. So any villain champion who does a lot of incinerate damage, he can work here as well, because Colossus is not unstoppable. Colossus is not immune to incinerate. So from now we will switch the path and we will start from the path number 1, and we will start from the strifey. Okay, so on this path, you will get Incinerate and Cold Snap. So, if you are using any champion which is immune to Cold Snap and Incinerate, you will be easily clear this path. So, I recently ranked up my Absorbing Man to the 6-star rank 3, and I use my Awakening Gem. So, here I am using Pre-Fight ability where Absorbing Man starts in his magma form so that he can be immune to Cold Snap and Incinerate. And here you can see that his magma form is getting paused whenever he is getting cold snap or incinerate. So this is also a good showcase of absorbing man's immunity. And I'm not very good with the light intercept, so I only use him only in the matchup where a lot of buffs getting expired or a lot of immunities or any like incinerate and cold snap debuff applied, that so that I can pause his or any kind of like bleed as well, bleed, armor break, this type of fights I use him a lot, so that his immunity gets naturally paused and I don't have to do a lot of efforts for pausing his forms. And this fight is just a joke for Absorbing Man just because Captain Marvel takes a lot of energy damage whenever she is fighting against the Mystic Champion. So, and also his Magma form is doing a lot of damage just because of his immunity gets triggered more often, and his armor break is also failing here. Her armor break is also failing here, and that's why his Magma form is getting much uh, power. Okay, so in this fight, I have brought Moleman for this fight because I recently ranked him to rank 3 as a 6-star, and I had him for a very long time, but I was ignoring him a lot because I already had Kingpin. But recently, I ranked him to the rank 3, and I'm having very fun with Moleman because he's such a good champion, and that's why I bring him in this fight so that you can see also why Moleman is quite good for this kind of matchup. And I'm not using absorbing man, so that using same champions for entire path will be a little bit boring. So that's why I'm using Moleman here, and here you can see that he is managing very well with his debuffs. So enjoy the fight. So this was a big mess up by me, and I thought Ronan can easily finish this fight if there was no magnetic field, like magnetized debuff on Ronan. This fight could have been finished by the Ronan very easily, but I forgot about the Magneto's magnetism and I messed up this fight. But now we are going to see the real fight, the actual fight here. So that I'm using Titania. So the debuffs here are like power flood and aggressive power. So whenever the attacker gets buff, Magneto gets power flood and he will instantly reach to the SP3 in few seconds. So and also the aggressive power. So whenever not aggressive power, aggressive prowess. So whenever Magneto is above 2 bars of power, he gets continuously prowess buffs, so that he can increase his special attack damage, and his special attack 2 is unblockable. So not do not try to push him to the SP2. So I'm taking this fight very patiently with Titania. And another note is that you can see that eye icon on the Titania's under the Titania's health bar. So whenever whenever you use a special attack, you lose 10 points from that total eye charges, and whenever you go to the zero, you take 50% damage. So try not to use special attacks more often. Just rely on your basic hits and heavy attacks, and whenever you are having more than 15 charges, use special attacks. Otherwise don't try to do so, and enjoy the fight. This is a very simple fight if you are very patient, and if you have Titania. I don't see a lot of champions which can work here. Either you can use power control, but a lot of power control champions are mostly the armor or the metal champions, and Magneto do harm the magnetism with the magnetism. So try not to use them. So I will recommend using Titania, and she is such a good champion for this fight. So enjoy the fight, and if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. That will be a lot helpful. Thanks for watching the video, and we will be available with the next chapter very soon. So thanks for watching the video.